what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. And it's Frazier in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. And Minnesota with possession here. Pass to Cardinal. Jacks up a three. The shot off that time.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Yet another steal from him.
Gotta be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals.
No hesitation on the break. That's been an advantage for them.
Minnesota shooting poorly, just 30% so far. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Check by Teague. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. Gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Puts up a three. Nails it from three.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Every trip up the floor gets more and more important.
Yes, indeed. They badly want to stop the bleeding here.
Rice. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. Cheatham's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Fires the three. He buries it from three. Cheatham's got 10 points in the quarter.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Frazier with the bucket. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's more. Ooh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Another turnover leads to another bucket at the other end.
For Minnesota, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Frazier with the bucket.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Jemison. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Gotten all 8 shots to fall. Red hot here in the fourth. Here's Cheatham. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Jemison. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch.
Here's Jemison. Another steal. Here's the break. Up the floor. Frazier with the bucket.
Way to capitalize on the mistake that leads to the bucket. Gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
Lots of room. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation. When the player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
From the arc. And it's Cardinal missing. Cardinals gone 2 of 5 from the field here. And the basket by Cheatham.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Jemison. The three-pointer off the mark.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Drills it from deep.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let him get that good of a look.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Here's Cardinal. Minnesota again missing. Cardinals gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's Cheatham. He drops it from range.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, when he's this hot, it's a thing of beauty.
Pass to Cardinal. Here's Jemison. To the right side. They need this. And it's Cheatham with a rebound. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Here's Cardinal. Pass to Rice. For 3. Rebounded by Frazier. Frazier's. Here's Cheatham. Yet another assist.
A master conductor at work, and he's tied for the 4th most assists ever in a game.
The vision and passing from him. Just unreal, guys. Out to the right wing. Here's Rice. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Cheatham. There's the triple. And yes, another basket. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Stolen by Teague. It's 2-on-1. The 3. Again. What an avalanche.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Knocks it loose on the break. And another dime for him.
And with that assist, he now has the 4th most ever in a game.
Oh, he's been magical with the rock. He's reading the game with such ease. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Joseph to snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Butler.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
From downtown. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Here's Joseph. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Teague. Knocks it down from distance. Teague's got 9 points in the quarter.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
Teague against Tate. Takes a three. Goes back up. Phillips. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Phillips. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good, and the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Lowry, he's checked in for Cheatham. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Home team.
The home team calls timeout. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
They were not playing well and were in desperate need of a win. He took this responsibility upon himself, and he delivered. Here's more. Here's the three. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Here's Joseph. It's tipped. Hodges passes to Moore. Here's Cheatham. He's covered by O'Neal. And the basket by Cheatham.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Phillips.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the layup falls.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
Here's Cheatham. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Joseph passes to Tatum. Deflected. Outside T. 4-3. And again for three. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
BA, he's on fire.
Minnesota shooting just around 26% for the game. Here's Joseph. The rebound by Lowry.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Teague. Hits yet again. Wow!
And that's 70.
He is unconscious.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
Screen by O'Neal. Joseph. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Cheatham. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Tate against T. Pass to Joseph. From the line. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Another possession, another assist.
His assist total continues to climb.
And with all the assists he has, he's got a good look at catching up to the third most in assists. He swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Just incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Screen by O'Neal. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Lowry. Here's Cheatham. This one for three. Good.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every three he takes now is going in.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. And before we go, we'll leave you with our player of the game.